27-year-old Brian Shaffer mysteriously vanished on April 1st, 2006. Brian was a student at Ohio State University, where he got a degree in microbiology. In his second year, he began his studies at the College of Medicine. A month prior to his disappearance, Brian's mom passed away of cancer. Brian's friends stated although he appeared to be handling the loss of his mother well, even though her death was hard on him. On March 31st, classes ended at Ohio State University for spring break. Brian and his father, Randy, celebrated this special occasion by going out for dinner that evening. Around 9 p.m., Brian met up with some friends at the Ugly Tuna Salonna. He was caught on CCTV entering the bar. By 2 a.m., Brian's friends left the bar. One of Brian's friends called his cell phone to meet them outside the bar. However, after many attempts, they assumed that Brian headed back to his apartment. However, CCTV never captured Brian ever leaving the bar. A few days later, Brian missed a trip to Miami. Brian and his girlfriend Alexis had scheduled this trip long before he disappeared. He was then reported missing to the Columbus police. Police began a search at the Ugly Tuna Salonna. However, they didn't find any evidence of Brian. All exits had security cameras, but none of them captured Brian ever leaving the bar. It simply seemed like Brian just vanished into thin air. Investigators believe it is possible that Brian could have changed his clothes in the bar or put on a hat and kept his head down. The search began to fan out from the Ugly Tuna Salonna, with officers sometimes accompanied by police dogs, looking closely in the streets, inspecting dumpsters and other waste containers, and asking residents if they have seen Brian. The case will later go cold for a few years, until September 2008, when Brian's dad suddenly passed away from being struck by a tree branch during a windstorm. After his obituary ran online, a condolence book was posted online. One of the signatures in it said, "To Dad, love Brian, U.S. Virgin Islands." Upon further investigation, it was determined that the note left behind was a hoax. There are dozens of theories on what happened to Brian. Some believe that Brian left the bar through a secret exit and wished to start a new life, while some believe that Brian committed suicide as a result from a recent death of his mother. To this day, no one knows where Brian is, or how he possibly left the bar without being noticed by anyone. His case remains unsolved 16 years later.